Hey everybody, it's Natasha. We are back here today for a brand new pick card reading. Whether this is your first time stopping by my channel or you are a returning subscriber, hello and welcome. On this channel, I like to make tarot pick card readings as well as using other divination methods to bring forth messages from spirit for your highest good to know. And in this reading today, we are going to be diving in and asking Spirit about your healing journey, your transformation, where you've been versus where you are now, and some possible paths forward. I am somebody that believes that energy can always shift and change. The future is not set in stone, so please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. You have free will. We are the ruler of our own reality. If you are interested in booking a more personalized reading with me, I have my service information down below. I am currently offering services in my Etsy shop that you can book a private reading with me. So go ahead and check the video description down below if that is something that interests you. And I just want to say thank you so much to those of you who have been liking, commenting on my videos. Your support and feedback really means so much to me, as well as those of you who have subscribed to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, thank you so much. I am so glad to have you here. That being said, you can pause the video if you would like to really ground, center yourself, clear your mind, take a few deep breaths. Call in your spirit guides, guardian angels, higher self, universe, divine, and ask them to help direct you to a group that contains the information for your highest good to know right now. And when you are ready, we have 3 groups to choose from. Over here, we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. When you are ready, I will have timestamps listed in the video description down below so that you may skip ahead to the group or groups that you feel the most drawn to. And again, please only take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. Some things, if it doesn't resonate with you, maybe you weren't meant to hear it yet, or it could just mean it's meant for somebody else. Ultimately, trust your own intuition on what feels right for you. If it resonates, it resonates. Don't try to mold the message to fit you if it doesn't fit. And let's get started. Oh, my beautiful group number 1s, hello and welcome to your pile. Let's get some messages about your healing journey, your transformation. So your first card, this is going to be like an overarching energy for your reading. So this first card, we have the number 44 here, and it's Guardian. First thing that is really coming up to me, there's a couple things. First of all, I feel like your higher self is really guiding you and is acting as a spirit guide for you. Some of you, I got a specific message that you may feel a nurturing presence around you, like a nurturing spirit, almost like a parental or a maternal figure around you. It's like this beacon of hope energy, someone that sees your progress, who you feel like the spirit there. And this is your soul letting you know this is actually your higher self guiding you in the direction that you are meant to go on. And they're saying that they're so proud of you, first and foremost. And I'm feeling also a message of hope. A lot of you have a specific dream, a specific talent, a certain light about you, an air of hope, an air of inspiration. I see a lot of you setting forth on this journey to chase your dreams, to chase your passions. I see you feeling like sometimes this dream is bigger than you are. And it's like, how far can I go? Kind of like the Moana song. And yeah, sometimes you feel like this dream is out of your reach, but your heart is calling you in this direction. You feel the intuitive calling. You feel it in your soul, but sometimes it's like you can have overwhelming thoughts that get in the way, overwhelming doubts that kind of poison your perception, self-limiting beliefs. I'm getting, or maybe in the past you did, or maybe this is something that you are actually currently going through and you're healing through. It's like as you're going on this path to achieve your dream. This dream that feels really big, that feels like miles and miles away in a sense. It's like you're also healing these limiting beliefs about yourself. And it's like you're chasing something bigger. You feel like you're chasing something bigger than you when it was divinely meant for you. It was meant for your soul. You are the right person for this job, for this talent, for this dream. I just heard go big or go home. But Spirit is wanting you to know that as you are having the courage to go forth, as you are breaking through of old belief systems, I heard, you are healing yourself, your relationship with yourself, your hope in yourself. Your hope in the self is the thing that you are working on, is the thing you're healing and growing through. A lot of you felt like maybe you were always the underdog when you were younger, or maybe to a degree you still have this, but you have the courage, the strength, the resilience. I'm getting a specific message for some of you that you've also learned how to be more disciplined, have more consistency, but it's driven by your passion, your motivation, this calling. And it's this way because this is something meant for you. And Spirit wants to acknowledge how far you have come. And I am not a mental health professional by any means, so just bear that in mind as I say this. Only take this if it resonates. But I'm getting, even for some of you, maybe you felt like you always struggled with social anxiety. Some of you may have been picked on as a kid, or felt like the underdog or black sheep of your family in a way. Like your dreams are never gonna make it. Your voice was never heard. People always talked over you. You were the dreamer in your family. You were the dreamer. You were lost in your daydreams. Maybe you felt like you didn't fit in school. The way the learning system is and was just didn't suit you. You didn't feel a passion for it. And it's like you came here feeling misunderstood. You came here feeling like you don't belong in this world, but you're a light to this world. You're a torch in the dark. You give hope, inspiration, and you're going to crush people's constraints on what they think you can achieve based on what they think they can achieve. Their belief systems, you're going to completely flip that over for a lot of people, especially within your family. I feel like you're also healing a lot of generational karma in this way too, by taking the path less traveled, staying true to yourself. You're stepping into your higher self. And again, it's like this, almost this goddess, God, whatever you want to affiliate with this with energy, but it's actually your higher self coming through, guiding you, saying, step into me, I am you, we've got this. The more you listen to your soul and heart, regardless of those self-limiting beliefs, I'm getting really that the more you're actually stepping into your full authentic you, and you're becoming this empowered version of you, and your soul is proud of yourself, and I'm proud of you, and Spirit is proud of you, your ancestors are proud of you, Source is proud of you. I also heard just now, you've got big dreams, and you definitely are going somewhere, and you're gaining a lot of soul growth in the process. Yeah, I just heard you don't know if this dream is ever going to work out. For some reason, like, as I'm looking at this, the way that the ship or boat is lit up and the person sitting here, it kind of reminds me of Rapunzel. So maybe the story and the movie Rapunzel might have a message for you, or something that you really relate to. Yeah, some of you felt ostracized because you were the one that chased your dreams and talents, or you just were different. And sometimes that's lonely. And sometimes it's because it's a lot of times it's because it's your divine mission. You are breaking generational karma. mental constraints. You're healing your soul, your evolution. You're healing others in the process by them watching you. No matter how much time it takes, no matter how much doubt you have in yourself, believe in yourself. And that's the thing that you are healing. You're stepping into your higher self the more you follow your calling, the more you decide to move beyond the naysayers. So we have next Divine Sun Child, blessings of the Sun Falcon. You are being divinely guided. You have a lot of ancestors watching over you. They say that they've been waiting for this very moment forever. Your family line has been waiting for you, and they're proud of you. They see the way that you feel like you're swimming against the current, but in reality, you're not only challenging maybe old belief systems, but you're healing ancestral karma, deep roots. I just heard trust issues too, so take that how it applies to you. That might be for someone specific out there, but take flight in your dreams. You're divinely protected, you're divinely guided. If you feel like there's no one around you, there's a whole team of spirit that is helping you make this happen, and they're also wanting to give you the credit that you are the one making this happen, because you decided to go against the odds that you had in yourself, that you felt towards yourself because of the limiting beliefs others cast on you. And they want you to know, like, they are so freaking proud of you. This is beautiful, you guys. So let me see if there's anything else from this. Your solar plexus and sacral chakras are healing as well. You're following your passions, your dreams. Even if people may have teased you for going after a dream instead of maybe sticking to the 9 to 5, for example. Not that there's anything wrong with that path, but maybe that never called to you. Maybe you wanted to take a different path. Maybe you wanted to take a different path than the rest of your family, for example. And you were the one meant to beat the odds, and sometimes it feels like you're going up a hill. It's like you're going up a hill and you're like, how much longer till I see the other side of this hill? And your ancestors are coming through here telling you that they're helping you make it up. They're by your side. You've got this. You are not unsupported. You are not alone. And you're gonna make this too. And this is gonna be all the credit to you, they're saying. This credit goes to you, and you're gonna inspire a lot of hope in other people, including family members that may have underestimated you at one time. You open people's eyes up to see new possibilities in life. Give them hope. Let them see that there is magic. Let them see that there is divinity. Let them see that there is more to this world. And you inspire change. So next we have the King of Crystals, which is the King of Pentacles in this deck. Queen of Cups, Awakening, and Oppression. You guys are going to be very successful. Point blank, you are going to have so much authority. I feel like you're healing your authority, maybe in the past. So this is how far you've come and where you're going and getting. In the past, you maybe felt like the timid, quiet one. You may have felt like you were the one that didn't speak up, or maybe your voice wasn't heard, or you were talked over, or people didn't value your opinion. They wanted their opinion to matter more than hearing yours too. And maybe you went along with things, or people just made fun of your dreams, your opinions, the way that you may have spoke at one time. Or maybe they thought, like, they underestimated you, like how far you could go. And yeah, I'm seeing here that you're gonna be the one coming out on top, and maybe some of you are already sitting on top of that hill. You're seeing the fruits of your labors pay off. You're becoming your own big boss energy here. You are breaking the chains, the restrictions, the mental constraints of society, of your family, of your peers. Some of you may be self-employed as well. That is something coming in here. Maybe you're your own boss. And because of this, it's like in the process of being an entrepreneur or a business owner or whatever this is for you, in the process of whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is that you've built from the bottom up, whatever you invested in yourself with, you are healing yourself. You're becoming that big boss energy, that authority energy. And you probably take a lot of people by surprise by this because they never saw this side of you come out. And people will become very drawn. People, I'm getting like networker vibes here too. People honor you for your creativity. And it's like now you're the one in charge. You're the one making the big bucks, or will be. You're the one coming up with these great ideas and impacting other people's lives in a great way, or your own life in a great way. You're chasing your passions, you're living your life. You are, some of you have a lot of impact in your words too, with that Queen of Cups. You have impact with your words. You impact people on an emotional level. You make them feel understood. But I feel like it came filling your own cup as well. But I see you balancing this masculine and feminine energy within you. I'm somebody that believes that we have both within us. And I feel like you really balanced your masculine and feminine and healed them. And by healing both sides of that, it's like you've healed so much generational karma. And it's like your ancestors give you so much praise for this. Sorry for the loud vehicles. Give you so much praise for this. They're so proud of you. And I heard they're attracting wealth to you. So that's a blessing coming into you. Side message for some of you here. You're receiving a lot of intuitive insight. You're very intuitively open. I'm getting a message here that some of you may have broke free of certain religious upbringing beliefs and found your own path, and maybe people didn't understand it at the time, but now you're inspiring other people to think outside of the box versus maybe what they were told to believe. And that is the way that you're healing your ancestral or generational karma. You're breaking the shackles free. You're healing your bloodline. You really are. By being brave, by being the one that maybe everyone opposed at one time. But it's like now these same people are coming to you for advice. And if they're not, they definitely will be. Seriously, you guys, you are a force to be reckoned with. You are going to be that big boss energy. You're going to be the one people come to. You're going to be the one that people want advice. Like, how did you get here? How did you become this authority that has both compassion and relentless drive and boundaries? Some of you, a lot of you, I'm feeling, not just some of you, a lot of you are very intuitively gifted and open. But that came with lessons. That came with breaking free of old beliefs. That came with challenging, I just heard challenging authority. Maybe your parental figures, maybe teachers, something along these lines. Like that came, it's like you fought hard to be here. And now that you're here, you're going to stay in your power. And this is where you're going. So let's get one additional message for you. Spirit also just said, don't doubt yourself. And that's probably something that you are healing through, or always been healing for a long time, or had healed through, or are working on it. Confidence. You're becoming more and more confident, or you have become more confident. And you so deserve the level of success that you have, and it's coming to you. A lot of people are going to be seeking out your guidance and your opinion. So maybe people once did not, but now you're going to be heard. Now you're being heard. Now your words have impact. And it's a result of everything that you have accumulated and the person you are and you're meant to become. So our final card here is first quarter, take action. Yep. Again, this is let your inner magic shine through. This is what you're harnessing. You're going against the odds and opposition of other people's thoughts, including your own. I just heard people told me I was never gonna make it, but I'm the one that got through. I held my ground. That's what I'm getting here. And because of that, that drives you to success. That heals your soul and your family line and the people that watch you. Like, whether you are like an online presence or a speaker or whatever it is you do, it doesn't have to be anything online. It can be out like in the physical world too. Whatever it is you do, because it's going to vary greatly for each of you. Whatever it is you are doing, it's like you are lighting a fire for the world to see. You empowering yourself. You are so empowered. Look at how far you have come. Look at the courage, the stability within yourself that you have built up, and you're building up more and more and more. And it's like every time you get knocked down, you get back right up. Even if it's hard, you dust yourself off. Even if you have to rest for a bit, even if people don't agree with you, you still choose you. And that's the thing, it's like your phoenix rising moment here. You're gonna get everything that you put out. All the energy, all the hard work, all the determination, all those times where you felt like you were running out of fumes and didn't know this thing was gonna happen, and maybe your inner demons came in and tried to pull you down and doubt yourself or make you give up. And you not giving up, and if you feel like this right now, just take some time to rest. Do not give up. That's spirit. What's what your spirit guides are saying right now. Rest. Do not give up. Feel so you can revitalize yourself, so you can keep going, keep pushing. You have value in this world. You really do, and you're going to go so far with it. And maybe whatever you're doing may not be the easiest work in the world. It's like you're carrying so much on your shoulders. But you believed in yourself. And that is what you have healed. You're healing. That is what you've healed, and you healed and are healing within your bloodline too. So you have such beautiful energy. This was such an honor to read for you, group number 1. I hope that you enjoyed your reading and found it meaningful for you. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback. And if you are new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you would like to book a more personalized reading for yourself, my service information is in my video description down below. I am currently offering services through my Etsy shop. Booking depends on availability, so if that's something that you are interested in, please be sure to go and check my video description. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, much like yourself. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to read for such a beautiful soul. Hello, my beautiful group number 2. Hello and welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here. Let's get some information about your transformation, your healing journey. This can be past, present, and future. So again, take only what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. So let's get right into it. Your first card here is Progress with the number 36. So first of all, I want to say maybe some of you were drawn to group number 1 as well. This might be an indicator for you to go ahead and watch that video too. If not, then just disregard that. Maybe some of you are here after watching that file. And hello again. Nice to see you. So let's dive right in. I just got a message about attracting attention. You are attracting a lot of love, a lot of attention into your life. For my singles out there, you're getting a lot of people interested in you. We'll see how that's relevant here. I feel like maybe this growth is a lot in regards to relationships, how far you have come in relationships. I just heard your boundaries as far as what you deem worthy for yourself. I feel like this has a lot to do with you radiating the energy rather than taking it in. You deciding what you're worth and what you deserve and attracting that to you. And people attract you like moths to a flame. There's a lot of people that want a piece of that, if you know what I mean. But I feel like you tend to keep yourself away a little bit though. There might be a sense of guardedness, and you know, this can be past or present. Maybe this is still going on here, but we're gonna get more into this as we go. But what I'm seeing is it's like there's a demeanor that maybe you have been trying to maintain, but there's an underlying sadness here too. You feeling like when can you trust somebody? That's really what I'm getting. You probably felt like you were screwed over a lot in a relationship or past relationships, maybe stacked on top of each other. Some of you may have had a really hard background as well. And it's like sometimes you feel like you don't deserve good things. I'm getting sometimes. Or it's just this belief that was cast on you by, I'm getting especially some sort of past romantic partner. Maybe they attempted to make you feel like you couldn't do better than them, like only their attention was worthy of you. It's like they tried to mentally invade your mind over time, gradually. They may have, and I want to give a trigger warning here. Okay, so they may have, whoever this person is I'm speaking in regards to, they may have been somebody that love bombed you like crazy in the beginning. Crazy. They cast this image, this really overly charming image of who they were. You fell for them hard. You likely put a lot of trust in this person, and because the way things fell apart, I'm getting it deteriorated your trust in what you deserve. And that might be something that you're currently working through. I just heard your shadow. Some shadow work that you may be currently struggling with or going through. It's like maybe you have a bunch of options around you in romance. And I apologize to those of you who weren't looking for a romance-based reading, but this is coming through. Maybe we'll get outside of that later, but I'm just going to speak whatever I am channeling through here. I'm getting like... It's almost like that Four of Cups energy of being blah, meh, unimpressed with the things in front of you, being more focused on past hurts or self-limiting beliefs that you can't deserve this or do better, or maybe having the suspicion that everybody's always going to treat you like that, when in reality it's like so many people want to treat you well and some don't always have the good intentions. It's like maybe there's a past relationship that may still be hurting you under the surface. It's still affecting you. Maybe you're not completely over everything that happened, and that is okay. It's okay to be in this space where you don't have to rush to find somebody new. You don't have to rush your healing. If you're already actively working on your growth, you don't have to rush this process. Your focus needs to be devoted on you. And I'm not saying that to like step on anybody's toes. It's just what Spirit is showing me and saying that somebody needs to hear. I feel like the more time you invest within yourself, and maybe this is like past energy going forward, the more energy that you invest in yourself, you see your worth and you fuel yourself up with your own worth, the more you're going to magnetize things to you. I just heard the more life is going to seem beautiful again, or bright, and the colors more vivid, the more you're going to be able to be open up to trust. This is not a forever thing. This is not a forever thing. Some of you, okay, outside message, and this can apply in different ways. So take it as it resonates to the area of your life it pertains to. Some of you don't feel like your progress is good enough in some way. So this could be like with your healing in some sort, or you working towards your dreams. That kind of connects to pile number 1 again, for those of you who are drawn to both. Anyway, I'll stop with that. Maybe you feel like it's like you're overly hard on yourself. You're being overly critical on yourself of how successful you should be, of how much farther along you should be, of, well, I could have done this better than what I gave it, even though you probably gave it your 100% at the time. And Spirit wants you to look at the things that you've done with beauty, with grace, because that's what you infuse into this world. You are beauty and grace. No matter what anybody has tried to dilute your perception of yourself with, you are such beauty and grace inside and out. You are so worth love, so worth your passions. Your healing area of healing I'm getting is your worth. This is the area this is a life lesson for you, that your soul came here with the intention of learning on this path. A big one is your worth outside of people's words. And I think that's the thing you're healing, and a lot of you may be still healing through this. So let's get some more messages and get more insight. Well, next card we have is the Flower of Life. Divine creativity and manifestation. Yep, you're fully stepping into your king, queen, god, goddess energy. You're reclaiming your power. I feel like that's where you are headed and are currently at. This may have been more of a past energy, or what you're stepping out of and where you're stepping into, like that kind of thing. This is where you've been, and maybe you could possibly currently still be at. And this is where you're stepping into. This is where it's meant to activate within you. Coming into yourself, independence too. Knowing your worth, what you deserve, and attracting so many options in so many ways. Whether this is love, whether this is other areas. It doesn't matter, take how that resonates. But you're fully embracing yourself. If somebody shamed you, maybe you are also healing through shame here. I'm getting here because there's a lot of sacral chakra energy going on in this card. I'm noticing all of the orange, which can correlate to that sacral chakra. And when it's out of balance, this can pertain to feelings of shame, of blocking pleasure, of not feeling as motivated in a sense. Your creation center, your divine feminine center. Somebody tried to paint you wrong, okay? Somebody tried to dilute your perception of yourself, and that was so unfair. I'm getting a little bit heated here because how unfair this is for you. And your spirits want you to know, like, whatever somebody put on you, whether this is a relationship, whether this was some sort of parental figure, whether this was a friend, whoever this was, somebody, I feel like I get the sense that somebody got close to you. They saw you doing better without them, or feared your independence or the way that you shined, okay? And they wanted to dilute your perception of yourself so that you wouldn't outgrow them. Somebody needed to hear that. That was the truth. And some of you maybe already know this, and this is just reflecting this back to you. And what you're healing through is that worth. Wiping away whatever crappy image that they painted over you, and unleashing yourself, embracing yourself, breaking through shame, fully embracing every aspect of you, every aspect, and owning it and magnetizing people with it. And the more you do that, the more things are going to attract to you too, whether this is physical things like money or people or love or whatever this is for you, or maybe all of the above. The more you do that, the more people are going to be inspired. Some of you, I'm getting a specific message. You may help inspire others that have been through similar things, like maybe if they were in a toxic relationship or something involving domestic violence. You shining your flame, you breaking through all those chains. And I did not mean to rhyme that. It's like people can't help but notice you and your healing story. Something about your healing story, the way that you express yourself authentically. And it's like you don't even need to go out of your way. It's just the way you show up, whether you express it or not. I'm hearing you don't have to, if you're not wanting to. But the way that you do this, it's like your life is a book, and it helps other people. That it almost puts you in the spotlight kind of energy by you doing this. Some of you may have a falcon as a spirit guide. I'm getting here as well. But anyway, you fully embracing, you rewriting the traumatic things that happened to you, or beliefs somebody else put on you, or the way they tried to gaslight you, manipulate your perception of yourself, the way that you're breaking free of other people's control. That is where you are healing. That is how far you're going, how far you have come. A lot of you, either this is where you're going, or this is where you have arrived, or where you're arriving. You're in the process of this. This is what you're breaking free of. You're healing a lot of images of relationships, the reality of relationship. You're healing perceptions of things like this to show people what is healthy and how to empower yourself too. You are empowering people of what it means to empower yourself first. So let's get your next messages here. We have the Page of Swords, we have the Eight of Crystals, which is the Eight of Pentacles in this deck, the Nine of Cups, and Serenity. I feel like in your healing story, in your transformation journey here, you're showing people that there's so much more to look forward to, that they can take their power back, that there is sunlight behind the clouds if they claim it. And even when it's raining, they can march like a warrior in a way, so to speak. You're showing there's other options. They're showing how to reclaim their power by you doing that for yourself, using your voice. A lot of you have a very empowered voice because what you've been through, what you're going through, the things that have tested you, the horrible things that have happened to you. Your voice matters so damn much. I cannot stress that enough. And sometimes it's hard to keep that inner peace here with that Serenity card. Maybe you have some lingering effects like CPTSD or PTSD or anxiety or whatever this is, okay? Maybe some of you struggle in areas of mental health, and I am not a mental health expert. Please know that. I'm not a professional with that. So always, if you need to talk to a therapist or get a professional diagnosis, please do that. But I'm getting like maybe some of you have struggled, you still struggle. It's like maybe that feels like a scar that was left on you, within you, maybe because you've had a really hard past. But at the same time, it's like I don't know why, like looking at that Eight of Crystals and the way like the moons are going out of her hands, or crystals, or whatever these are. It reminds me, I'm getting this image of money appearing there. So some of you might be thinking of writing a book or being some sort of motivational speaker. But anywho, I'm getting here that It's like you gaining freedom from the pain, from the tragedy. You also, yeah, you becoming free in yourself. You're healing and becoming free and making a new life for yourself. One where you're the one that calls the shots. You're the one that calls the shots. You are the one that decides what you're worth and what you deserve. You are healing and empowerment. You are empowering because you empower yourself. You're learning. You have learned. I'm getting, especially you have learned discernment, in the sense that if something doesn't feel worthy of you, you're gonna cut it out of your life, because you're not gonna accept anything less than what you deserve, as opposed to in the past, this is something that you did go through unfairly. Oh, we had an extra card actually here. We have the Ten of Swords. So yeah, that makes me think of like that ending an old cycle. And the swords can represent areas of the mental realm and our thoughts. You changing your thought patterns, not giving up on life itself. You weren't learning to work with your inner demons here too, I just heard, rather than let them tear you apart or dictate the way the course of your life goes. You have so much freedom, so much wish fulfillment too coming to you. You are a strong leader and you deserve that title. Okay, next, last we have Garnet. Passion, sensuality, and grounding. So you definitely have worked through your lower chakras, and including your root. Your root is also very important here. So this deals with areas of grounding, being in your physical body. This deals with feeling safe and secure. And I feel like you are healing your root chakra, or you have healed your root chakra. You have learn what it is to go out of balance and feel anxious, to not feel safe, to not feel safe. And it's like you're reclaiming that safety within yourself. You're becoming Spirit's trying to say something. You are becoming your own vessel, the own writer of your main story. You are becoming your own vessel of change. You are your own safety. Your boundaries have grown so much. They really have. You're breaking through shame. You're breaking through those limiting things that people told you. Those horrible things that they tried to make you believe in yourself. Anxiety as well. Healing. You're doing this so incredibly well, Group 2. You really are. And it was an honor doing this reading for you. You guys are warriors. You're breaking through so much shame. So you're so empowered and empowering. And I'm proud of you. Your spirit guides are proud of you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonates. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback. And if you are new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. If you are interested in booking a private reading with me, go ahead and drop down to the video description down below. I am currently offering readings in my Etsy shop. So the link to my services is in my video's description. Thank you so much for wondering. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a magical day. Bye. Right. right, hello group number 3, our beautiful final pile. Hello and welcome to your reading. Let's get some insight about your healing journey and your transformation. So this can be past, present, and future, an accumulation of this. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. Your first card here is Breathe. Oh, okay, what I'm getting here, how far you have come is going with the flow, and maybe some of you instantly know what I mean by this. This is something that I'm having to work through and have worked through myself. We also have the number 22 here, I'm noticing, is just giving things time to breathe, yourself time to breathe, not having to control the outer reality. If you have like your mindset on something, or like a goal, for example, or feeling like you have to have a handle on everything, I'm feeling like this is having more compassion towards yourself as well, trusting more in the universe. Spirit wants to acknowledge that you working towards this. I feel like I'm noticing like everything behind her. Maybe it feels like something that is a little bit more challenging and been hard to get a larger grip of doing. But I'm feeling like the thing that you're working on is not trying to control the outcome of things so much. Maybe you felt like it was a driving force for you to have to handle everything. If you aren't handling things, if you aren't pushing your dreams ahead with full force, if you're not rushing in to save people, you worry like people can't make it without you, like these things aren't going to happen for you. I'm hearing trust and patience, trust, allowing things to be, maybe even allowing yourself to receive, is something that you've come so incredibly far with. And your spirit guides want you to know how extremely proud they are of you doing this, even though it feels hard, even though sometimes old tendencies might lurk and come and go back and forth. They see you releasing this grip more and more, and they're especially proud of that compassion that you're having for yourself. You just heard learning to say no to things when you don't want to do them, or taking more time out for you, or sending more love into the universe. Like, say for example, maybe at one time when somebody had wronged you, it really festered inside you, or if things didn't seem in your control, it's like maybe you would have handled it differently. Whereas now you're letting things go more with ease. You're letting people have their own opinions. You can give guidance to somebody without attaching yourself to their outcome. It's like you are learning to fill your own cup as well, I'm getting here. You're becoming more and more nurturing. You're becoming more and more eased into the process of life, of universe, the flow of life, knowing that there's always going to be ups and downs, and flowing more. That's the thing that you've healed or are healing. Maybe understanding both yourself and others. Understanding that people act certain ways for a reason, and you don't have to jump right into thinking something or trying to fix it, or I just heard like they want to try me. Like if somebody tries you, basically, if somebody's trying you, it's like you got more constraint or discipline on yourself to not engage or give them a reaction back. Like, that's something that you've come so far on and you're really working on. Sometimes there's a temptation there, but Spirit also wants you to know, honor yourself, both sides. Honor the flow and honor that those feelings are there sometimes. It's okay to have both of that. It's okay to observe the fact of when those feelings come up for you, and to give yourself compassion. I feel like that is what you're doing already. You're healing. I'm getting like the feeling in my stomach area around my navel, so maybe your sacral chakra. This came up in another group too as well. Yeah, you're learning to be compassionate, but with boundaries. Your boundaries haven't improved significantly. Your understanding for other people has also grown significantly. And your compassion, more than anything, for yourself, your relationship with yourself, that is beautiful, beautiful. And I feel like that wasn't always easy. So next we have the brother in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Yep, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. So this really reiterates the fact of what I said about maybe certain situations or people not treating you well, or things going a certain way where in the past maybe you would have reacted differently. But it's like now you're viewing things more objectively, but with compassion. That they want to congratulate your spirit guides, want to congratulate you on the fact that you are able to balance the objectiveness, seeing things for what they are, and also having compassion for yourself when to know to walk away, and also just that understanding but detachment for other people that may be going through certain things or may have tried some shady shit with you, but they want to acknowledge that they're saying like it may have taken you a long time to get here, or isn't easy, and maybe you still have those struggles, but the fact that you are learning and growing through this is really showing how far you have come. This perception change is the action change, especially like what you would have done before versus what you are now. I feel like a lot of you are taking a more soft approach possibly, but in a very grounded way, in a very centered way. You're becoming more centered into you and less to other people's outcomes, less to things outside your external control. Like sometimes I feel like you still get really anxious over that. I'm getting right now, and channeling through, but it's like you're exercising a level of self-discipline and having more compassion, yet boundaries. The boundaries are really emphasized here. And I feel like maybe you even feel proud of yourself for this, and you really deserve to feel that way. You know that you are divinely protected. I'm getting here for somebody. You're having more trust in the process, in the universe. I'm sorry if that camera is moving around. Sometimes it does that. You're not getting as worked up over the kind of things that you used to. And Spirit is saying you're honoring your own journey and you deserve this. This is your time for focusing on you. Having friendships, for example, but putting yourself first and not being too attached to other people's story more than your own. I just keep hearing like being more gentle with your words as well, with your approach, the way that you handle negative things and events and people and situations, I should say, situations. So your next cards we have are the Ten of Wands. You have a lot of compassion, group number 3. The Three of Crystals. You carry on so much. You have carried on so much for other people, and it can be hard not to get involved. This is what Spirit is saying that you're really healing through or transforming with, and showing how far you've come. They want you to acknowledge this. We have the Magician, the Knight of Cups. You worry a lot about other people, especially the people you care about, the people closest to you, and you can be very protective. I'm getting here. You have a lot of life experience, but with that also came trigger warning. With that likely came a lot of trauma, a lot of unfair things that shouldn't have happened to you, that you didn't deserve that. People maybe have taken advantage of you in ways as well, when you maybe have gived and gived and gived to them. But it's like now you're harnessing your energy from within yourself, and it's like you're not allowing other people to take from that. It's like you still have compassion, but you are really working on your boundaries and healing your boundaries and focusing on your own journey here. Seeing ways that you can help others, I'm getting, but knowing your limits. Knowing when things can't be saved, people can't be saved in a certain way. When it's time to walk away, even if it's hard, and you're doing an amazing job with this. You really are. I see somebody in this pile, maybe they have had to make a hard decision, especially if it comes to getting space for yourself. You've had to make a hard choice in regards to that, and it's like, even though this is a hard choice, it's like you're reevaluating what you need currently. You're re-scripting the story. You're putting yourself first. I apologize for the vehicles if you hear them in the background. You're learning how to be okay with having that space for yourself, or getting away when you need to, if things become overbearing. Maybe you felt like you were always a protector for other people, or people needed you so much, and it barely left an ounce for you, or people tended to attempt to drain that from you or take what they could from you in a way. Versus now you're learning how to separate. I just heard your own emotions, excuse me if we're kicking that, your own emotions from others. Knowing what's yours to carry and what's not, and how to tell people no and to fuck off, basically. You're telling people what they need to hear. You're expressing your truth in an empowered, relentless kind of way. Like, not in a bad way when I say relentless. This is I call the shots on my life and my energy. This is where my energy is flowing and going to. I'm not going to put up with any more bullshit from people, or people trying to take advantage of my energy. I'm going to focus on my own goals, my own self, and people that enhance or contribute to my own growth too. People that motivate me. And if you can't do any of that, then you need to go. Like, that's the kind of feeling I'm getting here. And now, like, you're coming up, because you're doing this, you're also coming up on a time of relaxation, goal-oriented time as well, chasing your goals, inviting more abundance towards you. Some of you may have some sort of reoccurring nightmare, I'm getting, and you've been healing through some sort of unprocessed trauma. That may be something that may be underlying, that is coming to the surface for you. It pops up in your dreams, I'm getting to tell somebody. Writing might help you process through this. Maybe dream journaling. And Spirit is saying, for somebody, if you felt like you've had some sort of repressed memory or blocked out memory, they're saying you don't have to fully try to get it to come out at once. Take it all in bits when it comes up. Like, that's just okay. It will happen the way it's meant to happen if you're meant to see these things. And to know it's not your fault, they're saying. Whatever this is, they're saying it's not your fault. Not to be ashamed. And the love you have for yourself, that is such a huge thing to acknowledge for you. The love, I feel like a lot of you maybe already made this decision, and now is a time, like, you're reevaluating the people around you and who should be around you, who should receive your energy, who should you pour into. If they pour into you, you're not gonna, it's just like you're not taking the old shit you used to. You're not allowing people to take advantage of your energy, and you're putting them in their place. You're putting you first, and that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. So your final card we have here is healing. Welcome healing into your mind, body, and life. I don't know why. I feel like some of you are meant to be writing or journaling about your experience, or maybe you're currently doing that. And if not, this could be encouragement for you to do so. There's something significant about writing helping through your healing journey here. You are clearing up a lot of past life energy and karma as well. I'm getting in this card. You're clearing up a lot, not just from childhood. This is from another lifetime too, that you're really healing through this. This is an old wound that may sting to the touch a bit, maybe a little bit touchy, but it's like now you're finally seeing the freedom of the world. Some of you may have felt drawn to group 2 as well. You don't have to, but this might be confirmation for some of you to go ahead and check that one out too if you have not already. You are finally coming to a time in your healing journey where you are focusing on yourself. You're not thinking about the external progress so much, I'm getting for someone here. That's a really specific message, so take that how it resonates with you. Maybe you would like to comment down below if you feel comfortable doing so. But I feel like you're doing things finally for you. Maybe you're creating art for yourself, like taking time, like just to make it for you, not to make a profit. Like maybe you do both, but you're doing things for you, or you're taking time out, taking a vacation, something along these lines for yourself. You are rediscovering yourself. You're exploring like that empty room, that space maybe that once felt overly occupied, and you're finally sitting there without anyone else around you, or like you don't need anybody else to. And it's like at first it was scary, at first you were fearful, but then now it's like it's opening up a new world of possibilities to you, new to explore, more time with yourself. You're finding it exciting. Yeah, you're finally letting go of some of that pressure to hold up everything else for everyone else and focusing on you and telling people like sometimes that they can handle it on their own. That they can handle their life decisions or the things in their life. Like not everything has to depend on you. And I think that's something that you're learning, you're growing through, you're healing, and you're healing your inner child. I just heard your inner child is gaining a level of freedom that it's never seen before, and is gonna bring so much joy into your life. A lot of you are very empathetic. You pick up on the emotions of others. You sponge that in. You take it on. Your feelings as if they were your own. You're finding comfort in nature, healing you. You're learning boundaries energetically with this as well. You're learning how to empower yourself and say no and feel good about it and actually feel more happy after saying it. So this is all I'm seeing for you, group number 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. It was an honor to read these messages for you, you beautiful soul. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading was meaningful for you, go ahead and please like this video, comment down below. I really do value and appreciate reading your feedback. And if you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel so you can see more content like this. If you are interested in booking a private reading with me, my service information is in my video description down below. I'm currently offering services through my Etsy shop, and booking depends on availability. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and look in my video description and click on the link. Thank you so much for watching. It was an honor to read for you. I really valued connecting with your energy today, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.